Hey folks, Rich here at RCINFORMER.com. Thanks for checking out this video on the Freewing Seagull from MotionRC. You can check this airplane out at MotionRC.com. This is one of their newest arrivals there, and it really is probably one of the more unique airplanes that I've seen in a while. It's similar to a lot of the floater type airplanes that are, of course it's a bellyland airplane that you've seen out there, but the difference is this is actually 4 airplanes in one. You can convert it and configure it however you'd like. It comes with 2 motors and 2 different kinds of tails. Right now it's set up with the EDF JET configuration. It's a 64mm fan with a 4300 kV motor, and it's set up with the V-tail, but it also comes with, again, the T-tail. So you can configure it as a jet with the V-tail, a jet with the T-tail. You can also configure it with the prop-driven version, with the prop on here, with either the V-tail or the T-tail. So again, 4 different configurations you can make out of this, and it really is a neat little airplane. This is the kind of thing that if somebody wanted to get something they can belly land somewhere, fly it as a propeller airplane, but also fly an EDF jet, and kind of sort of a good introduction to flying an EDF jet. Now, one of the neatest things about this is your fan is right in here, and this is also the mount where you're going to put the electric motor, which I'll show you later in the video. And the intake is actually these louvers along here. There's 2 sets of louvers on both sides that pull the air in, and they blow the air out the back. Now, this airplane, I'm not going to do a building guide on this. I do a lot of complex building guides, but this one really doesn't need it, guys. It literally goes together with a spar through the middle, 4 screws here, and 2 screws here to get the tail on, and you're done. CG and everything balanced out perfectly using the Admiral 2200 3-cell from MotionRC. And what you find inside this cockpit area here, guys, is a strap to strap that battery down. They give you Velcro and everything. Lots of space in here, and a second strap down below with this little viewing window that's intended to put a camera in. So they've thought about the guys that like to put a camera in this thing, take the airplane up high or low, and get some video out of it and so forth. Now, also this airplane has plenty of cooling. There's a scoop right here, a scoop right here. One of the nicest features that is designed into this airplane is really some of the things they did to the underside. There's a real nice skid under here, and when you change your tail from the V-tail to the T-tail or vice versa, they put this really well thought out hatch under here that gives you access to your rudder and elevator servos. So they really thought about this and set this whole thing up so you can change your tail out with 2 screws back here, and also so there's 2 screws here that you can set up for different mixings. Now, as a V-tail airplane, you're going to need V-tail mixing to fly it with that, but it's real easy to put in a second program so you can set this airplane up to fly with the T-tail as well. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to give you a flight demo of the jet version of the airplane just as it is. Then I'm going to show you how to convert over to the prop version with the other tail, so you can see how that flies as well. But anyway, guys, I've done enough talking, so without further delay, we're going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a flight demo of this airplane. I'm just doing a quick control check, make sure my V-tail programming is working, and we are off to the races. All right, guys. Now, it's a little windy today, and this is a good airplane to fly when there's maybe not so much wind around, but it does seem to handle the wind quite nicely. I'll bring it here into the center, nice and slow, and you see it just floats right around. Definitely really good for somebody who wants to maybe get into EDF jets. It just makes for a very good training airplane to get used to how a jet engine or an electric ducted fan operates. And you can see it flies with great ease, guys. Nice and smooth, nice and stable, even with the wind that we're getting here. Now I'll go ahead and turn it around. I'll bring it by at full throttle. And you can see it moves pretty nicely. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up, roll it around. Those upswept wingtips really make this airplane stable. Now it is bouncing around a little bit, but again, that's the wind, and remember, it is a foam airplane, but it does handle the wind pretty nicely. I'll bring it by the camera again. Now, one difference in this airplane that you'll have to take note of when you fly this is when you add power, the airplane actually pitches down because of where the engine is, where the thrust comes out. And when you reduce power, like right now, it pitches up. So you really want to just kind of keep in mind that that's opposite from what most airplanes do. And it's just because the airplane is mounted, the motor is mounted on top, and it's sort of pointing the nose downward just a little bit. But nice flying airplane. It'll do aerobatics, it'll roll. In fact, with that V-tail, it really reminds me sort of a seagull. Let me go ahead and roll the airplane upside down for you. Flies quite nice, guys. Very smooth, very stable. Definitely a very good introductory jet for anybody that wants to get into something that they can fly a propeller-driven airplane and fly an EDF jet with multiple tails. Very impressive, very smooth airplane. Now let me see if I can do some steep turns with it. I was doing them when the weather was calmer the other day, and it was really pretty impressive actually how tight the airplane turns. Now the wind is kind of blowing me around a little bit, but you can see how tight the airplane will actually turn. Nice and smooth, nice and stable. Always remembering when you add power, it pitches down, and when you reduce power, it pitches up, just like that. Just something to consider. Very nice flying airplane, guys. Very stable. I'm hands off right now, and it's just flying on its own. All right, I'll go ahead and line it up on final, and just go ahead and we'll give it a belly landing right in front of us here. Powers to idle. All right, we'll slide it right in. All right, guys, as you can see, it's a very stable, very forgiving, just really graceful flying airplane that's just great for anybody. Outstanding as a beginner airplane for both jet or prop. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to change out this prop, to change the EDF over to the prop and change the T-tail, and then we'll go out and fly that airplane. Converting the Seagull to the prop-driven motor and the prop drive is very simple, guys. They give you this brushless outrunner motor with the X drive already mounted, a really nice prop, spinner, and collet drive. I just put mine together and I leave it like this so I don't really lose any of the parts. There's also 4 screws to mount the X mount, and Freewing gives you this really nice screwdriver with a few different Phillips heads to make the installation. Now, it's really this simple. There's 1 screw on this side, 1 screw on the other side. You remove those screws and you can take this cowling off, put it aside, and then the fan motor just comes out really this simple. Now, this is something, guys, you can do at the field. It's really easy to do. I removed my 3 wires already from the ESC down here prior to showing you this because they are mounted on there pretty tight, which is a good thing. So you have to remove all 3 of those. And then when you put your prop drive motor in, you just put the wires in through the back and you connect these 3 motor wires to complete that part of the installation. The next step is to secure your motor in position with the 4 provided screws along the outside. They will tap right into the plastic and secure your motor in position. Now is a good time to turn on your transmitter, plug in a battery, and check the rotation of your motor and make sure that it's turning the proper direction. If it's not, all you have to do is come up here to these 3 wires and just reverse any 2 of them. Keep in mind the color does not always match, and you may have the red to black, the black to red, and so forth. So notice how mine, the red is together, but the black and the blue are together, and the yellow and the black are together. So, and that actually on mine makes it turn the correct direction, but yours may be different. So just keep that in mind. You only need to reverse any 2 of those wires to get the correct rotation, the correct direction. Once this is all done, unplug your battery. Go ahead and put your prop and spinner in position. You're going to tighten this collet drive. You can see it's a pretty nice spinner gap that they have there. and you just put your spinner on and secure the 2 screws, and everything is in position. The final step to completing the motor conversion is just to take the hatch cover, just put it right back on, secure the 2 screws, one on this side, one on that side, and your power conversion is complete. Converting your airplane over from the V-tail to the standard tail or vice versa is really just this simple. All you need to do is remove the 2 screws, which I already did, remove your clevises from your control horns, and just very carefully just sort of pull the tail off. You see it has this little notch here that will plug right in, and you just put that tail aside. Then you just take your standard tail here. It's designed the same way, pretty much with the same notch. You go ahead and just plug that into position, lock, just make sure everything pops into place, which it does nicely. Insert your 2 screws here into the bottom, and reconnect your clevises to your horns. With the standard tail secured in position with the 2 screws and the clevises attached to the horns, you run along to the fuselage here and you pull up this easy open access panel that gives you access to the rudder and elevator servos, as well as the wing wires and really all the wires and the ESC and everything. So this plane was very well thought out. You want to loosen the 2 screws here for the easy connectors, and then go into your radio and change your programming. Now what I did is I made 2 separate programs. I had it set up on Seagull V. I copied it over to another open memory, and as you can see here, Seagull V, I'm going to switch over to Seagull S for standard tail. I'll go ahead and confirm that, and now my servos are set up for a standard configuration. So if you make 2 programs for the 2 different types of tails on this airplane, it'll be just really easy to switch back and forth. So once you loosen these screws, you neutralize your rudder and elevator. Make sure these 2 are neutralized, and then you just tighten the screws down again, and now you'll have your standard tail set up. So when you move your elevator, only your elevator moves. When you move your rudder, only your rudder moves, and you're back to a standard tail. And really, guys, the conversion is just that easy, and it simply can be done at the flying field. All right, guys, you can see from that video how easy it is to convert all this stuff over. You can see here I have the prop on there, and I went ahead and changed out to the T-tail. And once again, guys, as you saw in that video, this little hatch was so well thought out, and it's just very easy to put that tail on and change the motor right at the field, guys. It only takes about 5 or 10 minutes to do, and once you program everything in, it's good to go. Now, I have 2 separate programs on my radio, like I indicated in the video. I switched to the second program that I called Seagull S for standard tail. You can call it Seagull T or something like that if you want to, but it's not about it. I have 2 separate programs. One of them is, the last one was Seagull V, what I put in my radio, and then I knew it was the V-tail. So real easy to switch back and forth, guys. Now keeping with the realism of this, guys, I went ahead and put the prop on, put the standard tail just like you see here, and I hadn't actually flown the airplane yet. So this is going to be the first time I fly it in this configuration. Again, just kind of for fun to see how it works out. Anyway, guys, without further delay, we're going to go ahead and fly the Seagull. All right, guys, just a little bit of elevator trim. I just eyeballed the elevator when I set this thing up. And with a little bit of forward trim, plane flies great. Now, same as before, guys, because of where the motor is mounted, when you add power, the plane will pitch down. So I'm adding full throttle, and you see the nose is actually coming down on me. And I release power, and it goes up a bit. So you want to kind of be careful with that. It doesn't seem as pronounced as with the Jet, but it will still do it. So, and it looks like this plane has a little bit more speed with the prop on there than with the EDF setup on it. I'll bring it by here at full throttle. Yeah, it's pitching that nose down at full throttle. Flies really nice, guys. Very smooth, very smooth. I'll bring it in front here. Power's coming way back. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. So really, guys, this is just a really nice prop plane and an EDF jet. I'll bring it by slow so the camera can film it. Good looking airplane, very different, very unique. It kind of has a futuristic look to it. I'll go ahead and roll it upside down here. I'll turn it back around here for an inverted pass down the runway. Not bad, guys, for just setting this airplane up and just flying it around. Again, this is the first time I've flown this with the prop on it. I'll do some steep turns here. I'm pretty much at full throttle doing this. This plane will turn tight. Very forgiving airplane, guys. I'll bring it right down the runway here. Power back. Nice and smooth, guys. Really nice plane. Now let me go ahead and take it up. And we'll go loop it. All right, right around. Now, one thing I did to my airplane as well, guys, both the jet versions and the prop version, like you see here, I reduced my elevator throw to about 70%. It seemed a little bit pitch sensitive at 100% travel on my Futaba 8J radio. And as you can see, I think the sensitivity is just right on this thing. Everything else remained the same. You want to have a lot of aileron throw in this airplane because with those swept up wingtips, it really resists rolling. So you want a lot of aileron travel, but not a lot of elevator travel. All right, guys, I'll go ahead and bring the Seagull on in. I'm back down to about a quarter throttle now, and this thing just floats right in. Power to idle. And you can see it just comes in nicely. All right, guys. Once again, guys, the Freewing Seagull from MotionRC. Again, check this out at MotionRC.com. It really is an outstanding performing airplane. It's perfect for a beginner or somebody that really wants to fly a propeller airplane and also get into an EDF jet. It's a good intro to that. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. Thanks for checking out RC Informer, and we'll see you next time.